Hey guys, TechMentor with a video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing the iPhone 11 Pro in mid-2021. This is an updated video for you guys. As you know, this phone has been out for almost 2 years now, and this is an updated video and a comparison to show you guys with the 12 lineup, what you get on iPhone 11 Pro versus what you get on a 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max, and a side-to-side comparison and everything that you will need to know. But before we go ahead and get started with today's video, if you guys are new to our channel, we do a lot of tech news, reviews, and giveaways, so make sure that like and subscribe button. Also, if you guys are in the market for one of these devices, which Apple discontinued now, you can't get it from Apple website, make sure you guys check out the links in the description section. You can score these phones still from Amazon, eBay, or through your carriers or retail stores as well, but you can't get it from the Apple website any longer since they do not sell it online any longer. So let's go ahead and get this unboxing away. This is the gold edition one to just show you guys here. The 11 Pro, 64 gigs. So this is the $999 model when it was released. And even now, when you're looking for it, you might be able to get $100, maybe $150, $200 discount. The iPhones really do hold off their value for a long time. So it's really tough getting the phone at a discounted price. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off. Put that plaques to the side, and as you can see here, just a quick comparison with the iPhone 12 here that we have. As you can see here, the box that the 11 Pro is almost twice the size, and then the Pro, and then from the top here, as you can see, it's pretty much twice the size. And this is a 12 Pro Max, which if you compare it side, the box on the 12 Pro, of course, is bigger in length, but in width wise, you can see that it is much smaller, and we're going to explain to you guys why. So if you hold these two, it's almost comparing to about the same height. And the reason why the iPhone 11 Pro here is such a big box is because if we go ahead and unbox this gold edition one, and you know, this one you can actually get it in other colors. You can get it in silver and space gray, and then the new color Apple introduced was the midnight green, which we don't have here, but that's the other option you have. And here you go, as you can see, this is the gold edition of it. And just taking a look at for you guys. And let's put this side here, and then let's take a look in the box here. As you can see, the instruction pamphlet and Apple sticker, the SIM ejector tray for your SIM card, and a little noticing, and then two big stickers also available here. So put that aside. And of course, this is the 18-watt Usbc charger that Apple no longer includes on the iPhone 12 or any iPhone model that they have been manufacturing because they want it to be eco-friendly is their reasoning. But this itself almost costs $30 to buy separate, which really sucks because you need that. So, and besides that, here we have the Earpods here. These are wired, not wireless, or the AirPods. So if you're thinking you're getting AirPods for $1,000 phone, unfortunately that's not the case. These are the Lightning port earpods that you'll have to connect to the Lightning port, not the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack from the older generation of phones. So that's that. And of course, the Usbc charger here, as you can see here, the USB-C type. So this one would go right in here for your charging, and voila, you can charge like that and be good to go. The good thing about this 18-watt USB charger that we really like, for the very first time Apple introduced that, and you're able to charge the phone, as you know, or if you guys heard, is that you can go from 0 to 50 in 30 minutes. So that's really impressive from Apple. We're really impressed when Apple released that. So that's probably the biggest thing Apple has done for it. And to show you guys on the 12 Pro that we unboxed, this is the gold edition of the 12 Pro. So for light, as you can see here in this box, the only thing you got was the USB-C cable and this still mini size pamphlet with the SIM ejector chip. So that's the only thing you get with $1,000 phone and $1,000 phone. So when you upgrade it back in 2019 with the 12 Pro, you got more out of what you get with the you get more out of the 11 Pro instead of what you get on the 12 Pro. You can see here the gold color itself has changed. So back in when the 11 Pro lineup came out, you can see it's a darker gold shade versus here on the iPhone 12 here, of course, the lighter. So we hear different mixed reviews. Some people like the darker, some people like the whiter gold, so it depends on your preference. And as you can see here, on a side-to-side comparison, of course, Apple went back with the flat bezel and having before where it used to be the rounded one. Personally, I like the rounded one. I don't know why Apple went to the flat one, but there's been mixed reviews of that as well. So we'll go ahead, and that's going to show you guys on this one here. So we'll keep that aside, and we're going to go ahead and take this off. So as you can see, the phone is powering on right now. The Apple logo, once you press that side button here, so that's the power button if you guys didn't know. So it's going to go ahead and power on for us. We're going to go ahead and put this phone up here aside and take a look. As you can see here, this one powered on. As you can see, the battery's almost down. So this has been in a storage for some time. That's probably why. This is the display itself is a Super Retina XDR display with the 2,000,000:1 contrast ratio and almost has a 1200 nit brightness of it. So here, hopefully the phone doesn't die on us since it didn't seem like it came with too much battery. We're going to go ahead and set it up. As you know, the iPhone 11 Pro here came with a lot of the neat features. For example, this phone, when it came out A13 Bionic chip. When the iPhone 12 lineup is A14 Bionic chip. So chipset wise, it's not really that old. And the phone here feels really light on our hand compared to even the iPhone 12 Pro here, which feels a little bit bigger or a little bit heavier on the side. But if you take a side by side comparison here, in some ways, they're pretty much not going to be negligible in terms of if you're holding a side-by-side. But the build quality of this one, we think it just feels much cleaner than even the iPhone 12 Pro for some reason. So we're going to go ahead and set this language up here. You're going to want to select your Wi-Fi when you're doing the setup. So we're going to go ahead. Go ahead and set that up. A couple of other neat features of the 11 Pro is that this is the first time, if you remember from the iPhone XS, it was the third camera that was introduced, that new ultra wide camera, which was the third one. It also has what's known as the zoom of the audio. So when you zoom in, the audio also gets louder. That's where that mic comes into play. A lot of people don't know that, but that's also the case. The body, of course, from a previous generation is more durable. As you can see here, we're getting this air to enter a SIM card. Hopefully we don't need a SIM card in here. So the phone by default doesn't have a SIM card in it. So we might have to stop the video and put a SIM card in this one. All right, so we have a SIM card and then the SIM ejector tool that we got from, if you remember, in the pamphlet here, that's where the SIM ejector tool is. So we got that out. We're going to go ahead, put the SIM card in. Hopefully this works. Push that in there. And then take the SIM card tray out, put the phone here. And then to line up the SIM card here, it's going to be pretty straightforward. It's going to go upside down in a way where the copper is facing up. You'll see that cut corner, match it up till it's flush. And then take the phone and go ahead and slide it in. And let's go ahead and try it again. Hopefully it reads the SIM card. If you don't have this tool or lost it, you can also use a paper clip or an old earring that's similar size that will fit in that hole. And that should go ahead and help you activate the phone. And as you can see here, we are at the privacy screen. You're going to continue. Face ID. So you're going to want to set this up by hitting continue. Put your face on but for our demo purpose, we're not going to do that. Same thing with passcode. We're not doing it, but highly recommended to do it. And then apps and data, go ahead and do the transfer for that. Not going to do that here. We're just skipping through because all of this stuff you can also do once you get into the settings. So we're going to go ahead and keep on continue with the express setting. Just do manual, continue, later, set up later, face the app, true tone, and hit continue. And we are at welcome to the iPhone. As you can see here, that crisp design of the iPhone 11 Pro here. We are at the screen here. This device, as you say, is just a beautiful device in our opinion. And remember, this finish that it is a matte finish. So as you know, in the earlier devices, they didn't quite have that matte finish. Now with the 11 Pro, that matte finish, the gold one is probably one of the favorite colors that Apple has done, this darker gold versus some of the other colors in its lineup. Of course, you can get it in the other colors. The thing about this one is because of that triple camera, you are able to get that optical zoom, which you weren't able to get, and that ultra wide angle that wasn't possible when it comes to portrait mode. You get a lot of that. It also has a night mode, improved night mode on it. So night mode, which wasn't possible in the previous generation, it's possible on it. And then there's also this ultra wide U1 chip. So that's something else to mention about the phone here. Also to note of the 11 Pro is that its battery life, it's 4 hours longer than the previous generation, which was the iPhone XS. So you're getting 4 hours of more video playback on it. So the iPhone 12 Pro, as you can see here, by side comparison that we have done. If you hold it here, the 12 Pro does feel like it's a little bit bigger when you hold it completely on the side because of the body shape. And then if we take a look at the back here, and to give you guys a comparison of the side one more time, this time we're going to give you guys a comparison of the iPhone 12 Pro Max. This is the silver edition of it, so it's going to be slightly different color. It's not the gold one that we have, but still a good comparison. As you can see here, the 12 Pro Max versus the size of the 11 Pro. There is the 11 Pro Max, which is probably a better comparison, but in the case, so probably one of the biggest things, the difference between the 12 lineup and the 11 Pro lineup is the 5G, which the iPhone 11 does have a faster LTE and Wi-Fi 6, which makes it better from the previous generation, but it's not 5G like the 12 lineup introduced. So that's probably one of the biggest deciding factor between these two phones if you're looking at 5G versus if you don't care about the 5G and you are fine with the phone without the 5G. You might be fine with the 11 Pro paying a little bit cheaper price. See the camera here. The other missing is the LiDAR sensor that the iPhone 11 Pro doesn't have. You see here, instead of the LiDAR, it has a microphone. With both of the phones, that black dot is the LiDAR of it. So that's the body comparison. Of course, bigger bezel of the cameras. And then the side, of course. So there you guys have it for the unboxing of the gold edition of the 11 Pro in 2021. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more unboxing videos like this. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.